hydrated day. Thank you for joining the technical learning session. So we have a couple of nice things for you guys today. So right now we have Dr. Eugene Song, but first we have Justin Anderson from the U.S. Department of Transportation, who's here via Zoom to introduce him. Justin, do you have camera or no?
Yeah, I do. Hold on, let me turn my camera on.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks for coming to Plugfest, everyone. Really wish I could be there. Very unfortunate that I cannot. But
maybe
today
take
I
a
am
few
really
pictures
happy
for
to
me.
introduce Dr. Eugene Song. Eugene reached out to me probably close to a year ago, not quite a year ago, about an effort that he was doing that NIST is undertaking to create a V2X interoperability tool to help folks, make sure that their devices are interoperable. And as everybody knows, interoperability is very important to me. I really wanted to help Eugene, and so he's been participating in a lot of our interoperable technical working group meetings. He's really eager to learn, I think, about V2X and really, make a tool that I think the community would find value in and useful. And so today, Eugene is gonna tell you about the tool that he created. I think it's less than a year old, so I think obviously he is still working through that tool. And so this was a great event for him to come to and sort of get the lay of the land for V2X devices and really start to learn and start to test with his tool and see what needs to be fixed and improved and sort of see what the path forward is for his tool. So I'm completely supportive of this effort. I think we're going to try and have him out to the Saxon Transportation Operations Lab at some point in the future to see our lab and then maybe take advantage of some of our equipment loan program. We have a lot of different devices that are available for folks to get on loan from our office. So with that, I just want to give a warm welcome to Dr. Eugene Song. Again, I really appreciate the work that he's doing and his team is doing, and really wanted this community to sort of see that, and hopefully we can all collectively help him and this, come up with a tool that meets the user, that the needs of our community, and it's something that folks find value in moving forward. So with that, I will hand it over to Eugene, and again, thank you all for coming today, and really wanted to be there, but hopefully the next event, and hopefully future interoperability events, we'll be able to see you all again.
Thank you, Justin, for the introduction. Thank you. So, good morning, everybody. So, thank you for joining this session. So, yeah, my name is Eugene Song. I'm an electronics engineer from NIST. I actually work on IoT device and the infrastructure group. Also, communication technology lab, CTL. So, maybe give a little bit of my background. Yeah, actually, I have been working on interoperability for smart sensors since 2002. I'm a chair of IEEE 14.0 working group and developed a standard defined two interface or two service for the sensor network, sensor interface and the sensor network interface. So try to achieve two-level interoperability. That I have been working on so many years for that standard. There are a revision of version that published last year. So now we are working on like a Plugfest globally. So now we're testing from each part from over the world, like Japan, Portugal, Netherlands, Chile, and Italy. We are doing like a sensor interoperability testing globally, so virtually also. Yeah, I started like a CV2X work maybe around 2 years. I started thinking about the testbed design, purchase equipment, build a testbed, conduct the testing and collect data, and yeah, publish papers. So actually, I'm new. I'm new this year, but interoperability is my expertise. So I try to. I'm here. The purpose, three things. First, I want to learn the real testing, like here from you guys. Second, I want to identify what the platform need. and NIST can help. Lastly, like I try to looking for partnership, like from industry, academic, and the government for like future collaborations. So yeah, we can talk for more. So that's my background. Also, yeah, I know you my background. Uh, before I do the presentation, I use commercial product disclaimer. So only for the information purpose, not for recommendations. So yeah, I want to give a number of items here. So one by one. So first, I want to introduce NIST. Maybe somebody know NIST, what NIST is doing, but somebody maybe not. So then I talk about the interoperability definitions. I think everybody know the what is interoperability, right? But maybe different people have different understanding. So here, give definition and intention for like how to measure and assess interoperability. So then talk about like interoperability testing method, also a test bed and preliminary result. So yeah, even any question, let me know. So NIST, like NIST is a part of DOC, Department of Commerce. So the mission like to promote U.S. innovation and industrial competition, competitiveness by advancing measurement science. So standard, technology, innovate, enhance economic security, and improve our quality of life. So you can see NIST more like focus on measurement science, standard, and technology. So the vision, NIST will be like a world leader in the creating critical measurement solution and promoting like a equitable standard. So also three core competency is measurement science, the first. Second one, like measurement traceability. Last one, like development and user standard. So you can see NIST is the federal government, but not a regulated like a federal government. It's provide technical support, help, or service for supporting like industry or economic. So don't worry, NIST is not like a regular like a government. Somebody like fair like you do like a regulation. So NIST is not. Want you provide like a technical support service for the industry, support industry. So one main part like in NIST, we have like one like a research center, neutron center, also 5 lab there. First one like a communication technology lab is my lab. So try to like advance the measurement science for wireless technology. So you include like computer chips, antenna, and more. So more from high speed, reliable connection, and broader like access any wireless device. So that's our like lab focus on. Also we have a material measurement lab, a physical measurement lab, and an engineering lab. Last one, like information technology lab. So information ITL more focused on like cybersecurity, privacy, and AI trustworthiness. Maybe you see a lot of cybersecurity standard provided by this lab. So you know the NIST is like a federal government, but more provide like technical support. So yeah, now come back to our topic here. So what is the interoperability? I'm more based on attribute definition here. So the interoperability means the ability of two or more system or component to exchange information and use the information that has been exchanged. So this definition more broadly adopted by industry. So you can see two systems, A and B, can exchange information and use the information. Use the means when you receive the information, you should take some action based on that and send a response back. So you can see the key point here, exchange information and use the information exchange. So the key thing here. So this definition more like an abstract, high level. So the question here, how do we use the definition to measure and assess interoperability? The too abstract, maybe not enough. So we gave like a attention based on this one. So you can see the definition first part is the same as attribute, but we add more. So the interoperability extension based on attribute means ability of two or more system or component to exchange information and use the information has been exchanged, same as attribute, but we added like through the standard communication protocol to achieve and to achieve specific function or goal. So you can see we add more like solid like concept you can how to measure or assess based on standard protocol, like the messaging exchange, conformance to the standard, also achieve specific function. What's the test case function you should achieve working together, right? Achieve the goal. So we make this like a attention purpose more like easy to measure and assess interoperability. So you can see here, system A and system B can exchange information based on standard. You also take action to respond like the requester. So you can use that information. For example, system B, you receive the command from system A, you understand the command and do something and send the response back based on standard protocol. Also, system A, when you receive the response, you should apply that message to your applications. So this whole thing is a function or a goal we want to achieve because two systems working together. That's what we want to assess interoperability. So since we know what I mean the interoperability, so you see the V2X, the interoperability challenge here. You can see first one, diverse like V2X connectivity. You can use this different connectivity, LTE, 4G, 5G, or DSRC. Also, multiple standard communication protocol here, like G2735, attribute 609.3.2, maybe others in the future, right? So diverse communication protocol, also diverse like a vendor and manufacturer, so they do implementation. So last one, the lack modeling, testing, quantitative measurement assessment methodology. Also, lack of the software tool to do automatically testing and assessment. So that's the last one we are focused on now. So you see the interoperability challenge here. We try to solve the problem. That's everybody here, right? So how do we overcome the interoperability challenge? So we never know two devices from different vendor can working together until we test, we certify, right? So you can see testing and certification is a solution to overcome interoperability. So that's why we do like the testing here. So what is the testing? What is the interoperability testing? So interoperability testing is a process to verify two or more systems. Actually, each system is an implementation of standard, right? Either you use the software or hardware or both. So can be interoperable, can be interoperate means exchange information or use the information based on standard. So that's the testing. What does it mean, like interoperability testing? So here I want to talk about two kinds of testing methods here. First one, like a device-to-device testing. So you can see the tester from different vendor, also bottom like a device and a test from different vendor. Each vendor has different color. So we want to testing the communication between the device from different vendor. You can see the dash line between the device from different vendors. So we use like the monitor or sniffer to capture packet to analyze can receive a message, like sending, receiving, also the message conforms with send or not. So that's one testing method. You can see this testing method easy to testing how to exchange information, sending, receiving, but not easy to test like how to use the information. So for we have two keyword there. Exchange information, use the information. This one easy to test how to exchange information, not easy to test how to use that information exchange. So second one, like a scenario based, like testing method, sometimes it's called hardware loop. So you can see this maybe a scenario in the section. We have like RSU here, and the real AV here, also simulation here. So the RSU can broadcasting signal, a traffic signal, so they can receive and take action here. For example, if the traffic light becomes red, you broadcasting a message to the like AV and or simulation. They should get that red light signal and take a response. Maybe you can take action like either stop, either reduce speed. So this whole scenario, you can see this testing method can testing exchange information and how to use that information. So this one it's more like a real like a testing. So you can test in both exchange information, use information. So yeah, two testing methods here. So let me see. Yeah, we are starting like 1.5 years ago to like set up a test bed here. This is like a test bed design, like indoor. We use a GPS simulator here. So we have RSU, OBU here. So use the GPS like simulator to provide the GPS signal and do the testing here. So this one like a real test bed indoor. So you can see we use like a RSU from different vendor, OBU from the vendor. So testing together, collect data. So also, this is like real what the test bed look like. So also recently we set up like outdoor testing. So you can see here we luckily like we already conduct like the outdoor testing last week. We collect data. We see when we move in the car on OBU, we can see that the location is changing. Also, the speed is changing, but the low speed, so it's not moving. Make sure that's working. So, yeah, this is like a current situation. So, yeah, the test case. Most we're testing three test cases here: the V2V, like OBU to OBU, V2I, like OBU to RSU, or together. So three test cases here. So yeah, this is like a C V2X, V2E, V2V, V2I. So based on this one, we yeah develop software to like testing how to do like an automated like a testing. I don't know if this is working or not. If not, if you anybody interested in the demo, I can demo offline. So actually here you can we have three devices. We connect three devices, use laptop to starting like the communication. We collect data automatically, save data to the PCAP file. So then we can use the PCAP file to do analysis later. So I don't know if it's working or not. Not working. So also we got a lot of data. You see, if you manually check the data, that's a lot of work, right? So we try to like use a software tool to automatically to analyze the messaging and the interoperability. So you can see here, we get a PCAP file, then we convert it to like a PDML, and the software tool here. So we try to pass the XML data and use the standard knowledge to automatically check each packet, each protocol, each field, like length, tag, and the value. So and automated like output here. So also we have one interface here. All the tools are open source, so you can get open sources here. So yeah, this demo not working. So yeah, the preliminary result here, we collect three test kit data. We publish in the open source, open access data here. You can see you can download the data. You can use that data to do analysis. Also have a paper describe how to use that data set. So also here we have like interview another tool. It's open source. Also we have paper how to use that tools. So also have developing like testing tools, how to automatically testing the CV2X. So I think that's all. Yeah, thank you for your attention. Any question? Also, if you any question, send me an email. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go next? We saw, I've seen the paper, I've seen the preliminary results.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you expect to go in the next few years? What do you want to accomplish? And what do you need from OmniAir members where we can help you?
Yeah, I think yeah, good question. So we're looking for the collaboration. So I think currently I want to know what you like a testing certification procedure, what you need, maybe some tool we can help. So for also maybe you can download the examine, so maybe we can get your feedback to improve our tools. So yeah, we're looking for active.
I think that's very impressive, right? So the event that shouldn't happen next week was Interoperability.
administration. And as you heard from Justin, there's some travel restrictions meant that wasn't able to happen. But I think that what happened in Wyoming, what was supposed to happen here, what hopefully will happen in Wyoming, I think we're all moving in the same direction.
Thank you.
Of building interoperability. Obviously, this Plugfest is really focused on compliance assessment, but we're starting to think, down the road about a more interoperability focused Plugfest, and what does that mean? And I think that I would love to be able to work in partnership with you and NIST.
Okay, thank you.
We look forward to that because I think you've done some really good groundwork there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
This is Justin, and I just want to say that, I think from going through, the Wyoming, interoperability test around TIMS, and then trying to turn those results into like the TIM best practices document we've been developing, I think what's pretty clear to me, like the gap that we're missing in interoperability is sort of, I think we did a great job of collecting the user needs from like the IRO side and the OEM side, and what they need out of these messages. What I think we missed probably is sort of like the software developer, the people that need to implement these messages within applications, right? How do they interpret, what these fields mean? That seems to be sort of the big, the thing that my interoperability work is filing, right? That's the piece that I think we need a little bit of work on. And it's not, I think over 90% of the tests that we ran in Wyoming were successful. It was really sort of those edge cases. But those edge cases, when you look at a national deployment, right, like they're going to appear a lot more often than you would think, right? With there's millions of devices out there, and so I think what my goal is for a lot of the interoperability testing is let's look at that aspect of it, right? How are these applications, interpreting these different elements of these messages, and are they interpreting them the way that we intended them to? And I think that's what we're finding, right? And that's where I think we need to go, and that's hopefully what we can do in the fall with like SPAT and MAP and SRM and SSM is take some of those edge cases there, show that the baseline messaging works, and then look at some edge cases and see, okay, do the edge cases provide some, interesting results that we might need to go back and clarify.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
So I have another question. So when I think about interoperability, just I think about reference devices. And you talk about a little bit about your test bed, and we talked privately about a couple of devices you have. What would you like to see in terms of reference devices that would be helpful in future interoperability testing? Maybe you can go ahead.
Yeah, I think you mean the reference implementation. Okay, that's a good one. So that's maybe reference implementation more testing conformance, right? So that's a good tool. But after the conformance testing, maybe we can see the device from different vendor can talk to each other directly, right? The first is the conformance, that's standard. Then you testing between them, verify the interoperability, right? Yeah, very good. A very good idea. So thank you.
And Justin, for your interoperability feature tests, what would you be looking for from the vendors who are here participating for reference devices or golden devices?
Yeah, I think, devices that sort of, what I'm finding is I don't know that there's like truly like a golden configuration, as I would put it, right? Like, and I think that's what sort of drives some of these things is that, different deployments seem to do things slightly differently from each other, and that can be reflected in how these applications are configured. And so, what I would look for is, if the vendors have any sort of special, configurations that they've done for any of the vendors, and I'm 100% sure that all of these like configurations are still within the scope of the standard, right? I think they're still meeting like the guidance that's in the standard. But that's what I would like to see at future ones. If there are sort of special configurations for devices, if the apps are configured slightly differently, I would love to see like sort of those variations. Because I agree with Jason, I'd love to get sort of a golden sort of reference implementation. But I don't know how close we are to that, just based on what I see and how folks deploy the equipment, right? It seems like there's a lot of things that are just slightly different. And I want to make sure that, for the interoperability test, we are testing those differences. In many cases, that might be meaningless, but in some cases, I think what we found is that, yeah, they are do have an impact.
Let's open up the audience. We've got a microphone to travel, so raise your hands. No questions to be too small. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Song.
Okay.
Just a quick question for the hardware and the root simulation test setup that we had. We had Carla involved, and I think he had Sumo there as well, right? Did he have Sumo as well in that setup? The hardware and the root?
Yeah, not now.
Okay. I just bring that up because I've looked into it, and there are quite a lot of challenges when it comes to dealing with time synchronization between those simulation traffic tools, as well as our GPS fixes, our simulation tools.
Yeah, we have other people to work on like simulation. That's really is the issue there for simulation. So,
I'd like to talk to you more about that.
yeah.
It's something we've struggled to figure out how to resolve, actually.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Great presentation.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Oh.
I was just wondering if there would be still that kind of a visual testing that can be done. So if someone wants to test interoperability, like two companies decide like we want to do some testing with your tools, is there a way to do it visually, or do they need to be the same?
Yeah, what I understand your question maybe. Yeah, interoperability testing, at least two vendor, you can two test each other, right? So normally one vendor only tests your device own, right? So that's not interoperability testing, maybe like a conformance. So if you do interoperability testing, this activity is very good opportunity. So you're testing with other devices with other vendors. So that's a requirement for interoperability.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, for example, an OBU vendor going to a city that he knows is another ICU vendor doing it. So before he's going into the OEM because you want to do a test. So can you do it like visually, like bring the other vendor to a virtual session where we test together?
Yeah, you mean how to organize that activity? So I think OmniAir is you're like a rule, right? Not a NIST rule. So we can help us, but not. Thank you for the question.
Here. What we try to do with is interoperability, which is a data switch where you can hook in multiple OBUs and basically do a wired communication test. And since we're trying to do ITS World Conference Atlanta, so they actually have a demo RSU connected, and was hoping to get an OBU representative, but we're limited on those. So I gave him a capped OBU to work and successfully working. So you actually have an OBU and an RSU. I think he has a port data switch, but he'd be happy to hook in your equipment to it, test it as an IUT, and if you have some extras, you can leave it there, and it can be tested in his system along with the rest of them. So it's very flexible in that perspective. We did hook up another device, OBU. However, there's a proprietary message form on that, and kind of showed it. So he's trying to work around that. But I think it was a great insight to him and the device manufacturers here today, so we can work cooperative together to have interoperability across the board. So I think he wants, I imagine he's going to go out and visit the Stoll folks and try to get one of every device, and hopefully all being compliant to the latest standards and the variations, so you can see how those tools handling it. So it really is a good representation. So maybe the next one we have is what's represented at ITS Korea in 2026 as a setup, per se. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. And so take the opportunity to go do it. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you,
You're
Justin.
welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I believe lunch is here or not.
They're still setting up, but
Okay, thank you.
that way, and you walk around for a bit of the lunchroom, but you're not supposed to go that way.
Okay, so the other question is, during our testing 12:30, you picked up yesterday, and we're trying to make up on schedule. So for the drive interoperability, that Ryan's driving the vehicle, for the next couple days, we are trying to double up on some devices and get devices through that we missed on Tuesday, and also have devices ready for the Wages performance tool to do that. So look at the schedule, make sure you're ready to go at 12:30. I know a couple people have already put their devices in the cars, so we can actually start testing. So I'll be coming in and say, hey, do you have a device ready to go? And you got a couple devices, and get one ready, so when an opening comes, we can take advantage of it. I believe we got a solution for the Wade's congestion control. We asked them whether they could do it out in the car while doing the performance. I guess it takes quite a bit of power. So I got the idea is maybe we'll take the overview, set it in the corner where the vehicle's at, and we can actually use the outside power jack to power the congestion control that consumes a lot more power than the car can give you, and be able to do it outside. So when we do that for the first couple times, I'm going to probably ask for the people on the inside on performance testing, are we bothering you? If we are, I assume we can probably move the car over here or somewhere that we can get access to a AC power plug and go do it. And we might want to set up a schedule there. This afternoon from 12:30 to 3 o'clock, we'll be testing. At 3 to 3:30, we have the next phase of congestion control. Qualcomm presented the option 1, option 2, and congestion control, and Keysight and Wady will be demonstrating it, and we'll be presenting the testing of it this afternoon. After that, the last test session, while people are testing, the SCMS folks